My child, listen to me now. Do not rush away. Do not treat this lightly. I am speaking to you with love, but I am also speaking to you with deep seriousness, because doubt is trying to disguise what I have already sent. Doubt is trying to make you look at my answer and call it nothing. Doubt is trying to make you stare at the unfinished place and ignore the movement of my hand. Stay with me. Do not skip this. This word is not random. This moment is not an accident. I brought you here because your heart needs to be awakened before fear causes you to dismiss what I have already begun. My child, I know you have prayed. I know you have waited. I know you have asked me again and again, Lord, when will you answer? Lord, when will you move? Lord, when will I see what I have been believing for? And because the waiting has been long, your eyes have become tired. Because the promise has stretched across seasons, your heart has become cautious. You do not want to hope too quickly. You do not want to be disappointed again. You do not want to call something an answer and then feel foolish if it is not. I know this fear. I see it. I understand the trembling inside you. But hear me clearly. Do not let doubt make my answer look ordinary. Do not let fear convince you that my movement must be dramatic before it is divine. Sometimes I answer with thunder. Sometimes I answer with a door that swings wide in a single day. But many times, my child, I begin with something small, a conversation, a delay that turns into protection, a quiet opportunity, a softened heart, a name that comes back to your mind, a little strength returning, a new desire rising where hopelessness used to sit, a door that is not fully open yet, but is no longer locked. You have been looking for the complete picture, but I may be showing you the first piece. You have been waiting for the finished testimony, but I may be giving you the beginning of it. You have been expecting the answer to arrive clothed in certainty, but I may have sent it clothed in humility. Do not despise what looks small. Do not reject what looks simple. Do not ignore what seems ordinary just because it does not yet look like the fullness you imagined. I am the God who hides harvests inside seeds. I am the God who places kings in fields before anyone sees a crown. I am the God who begins miracles in places others overlook. My beloved child, the enemy wants you spiritually sleepy. He wants you distracted by what is still missing. He wants you offended by the way I am moving. He wants you to say, this cannot be God because it is not big enough. This cannot be God because it is not fast enough. This cannot be God because it did not come the way I prayed. But I am warning you now, do not let doubt interpret my answer for you. Do not let disappointment become your prophet. Do not let fear sit in the seat where faith belongs. I saw the moment you whispered, what if I miss it? I saw the fear beneath your prayer. You have waited so long that now you are afraid the answer could come and you would not recognize it. You are afraid pain has trained your eyes to expect absence instead of presence. You are afraid disappointment has made you suspicious of blessing. But I am here to open your eyes. I am here to steady your heart. I am here to teach you how to discern my hand again. Stay until the end, because I am going to show you how to recognize what I am sending. Like this video as an act of agreement that your icon state will be opened and your faith will not be stolen by doubt. Subscribe so your spirit can continue to be strengthened by words that pull you back into faith. And before the main message begins, write these words in the comments with belief in your heart. Lord, open my eyes to my answered prayer. Say it not as a performance, but as a declaration. Say it because you are ready to see what fear told you to ignore. Say it because I am moving, my child, and I do not want you to miss me. My child, I saw the nights you wondered if I heard you. I saw you when the room was quiet and your heart was loud. I saw you when everyone thought you were fine, but inside you were asking me why it was taking so long. I heard the prayers you spoke with strength, and I heard the prayers you could barely finish because tears interrupted your words. I heard the sighs. I heard the silence. I heard the questions you were afraid to say out loud. You are not forgotten. You are not ignored. You are not invisible to me. Not one tear has fallen without my notice. Not one prayer has been wasted. Not one moment of waiting has been meaningless. You thought some of your prayers disappeared because you did not see an immediate answer, but, my child, your prayers did not vanish. They reached me. They moved my heart. They entered places you could not see. You were not speaking into emptiness. You were speaking to the one who has been near you the whole time. I saw you trying to stay strong while your hope was tired. I saw you encourage other people while needing encouragement yourself. I saw you smile when your spirit was heavy. I saw you celebrate someone else's answered prayer while quietly asking, "Lord, when will it be my turn?" I saw the ache that came when others seemed to move forward faster. I saw the confusion when doors opened for them while yours still seemed closed. I saw how you fought jealousy, how you fought bitterness, how you tried to keep your heart clean even while you did not understand my timing. Do not be ashamed of the questions you whispered in the dark. I was not offended by your tears. I was not angry because your heart was weary. I knew the weight you were carrying. I knew the courage it took for you to pray again after disappointment. I knew the strength it took for you to believe again after silence. And I am telling you now, unanswered feelings are not proof of an unheard prayer. Just because your emotions felt abandoned does not mean I abandoned you. Just because your heart felt delayed does not mean my hand was inactive. My silence was not absence. My quietness was not rejection. I was working in ways your eyes could not measure. I was arranging what you could not reach. I was protecting what you did not know was vulnerable. I was shaping your discernment so you would not mistake every open door for my will. I was teaching your spirit to recognize my peace, not just your preference. I was building patience where panic once ruled. I was forming humility where urgency wanted control. I was training your attention so you would learn to see me in small movements, not only in sudden miracles. My beloved child, I know waiting has cost you something. It has cost you sleep. It has cost you certainty. It has cost you the easy kind of faith you had before the battle became personal. But it has not destroyed you. It has refined you. It has made your prayers deeper. It has made your ears more sensitive. It has made you less impressed by noise and more hungry for my voice. What felt like a hidden season was not hidden from me. I was there in it. I was holding you in it. I was preparing you through it. So do not look back at those nights as proof that I did not come. Look back and see that I kept you when you thought you were falling apart. Look back and see that you are still here. Look back and see that even when your hope was weak, I did not let it die. I carried what you could not carry. I remembered what you were too tired to repeat. I guarded the prayer even when you did not have the strength to guard your expectation. And now, I am asking you to listen with a softer heart. Do not let pain tell you that I was absent. Do not let waiting tell you that I was silent forever. Do not let comparison tell you that I loved someone else more because their answer appeared sooner. I have not overlooked you. I have not skipped you. I have not forgotten your name. I saw every night. I heard every prayer. And even now, my child, I am teaching you to recognize that what you called waiting may have been the very place where I was preparing your eyes to see the answer when it comes. My child, the answer may be wearing the clothes of small beginnings. Do not look away because it does not yet look large. Do not dismiss it because it came quietly. Do not call it insignificant because it did not shake the room when it arrived. I have often hidden great answers inside humble beginnings. I have often placed a harvest inside something that looks too small for impatient eyes to honor. I have often sent the first sign of breakthrough in a form that only faith could recognize. You prayed for direction, and I may have sent a conversation that unsettled you in the right way. You prayed for protection, and I may have closed a door you were desperate to walk through. You prayed for healing, and I may have begun by changing what you desire. You prayed for clarity, and I may have placed a warning in your spirit that made no sense to anyone else. You prayed for an open door, and I may have delayed the opportunity because the timing around it was not yet clean. You prayed for peace, and I may have answered by quieting the confusion inside you before changing anything around you. Do not despise this. Do not rush past this. Do not say nothing is happening simply because the answer has not yet grown into its final shape. A seed does not look like a harvest, but it carries one. A small cloud does not look like rain, but it can announce what is coming. A quiet yes does not look like a testimony, but it can become the beginning of a door no one can shut. My child, faith learns to honor the beginning before the ending is visible. Faith bows before my hand when my hand is moving softly. Faith says, I see you, Lord, even when the whole picture is not yet clear. Doubt expects spectacle. Doubt expects thunder. Doubt expects everything to come wrapped in certainty, speed, and proof. Doubt says, if this were God, it would be bigger. If this were God, it would be easier. If this were God, I would not have to wait for it to unfold. But faith has a different sight. Faith notices seeds. Faith notices signals. Faith notices the small shift in your heart, the softened tone in someone's voice, the sudden peace after weeks of confusion, the door that closes before you can force it open, the strange courage to take one step when yesterday you felt frozen. Listen carefully. You expected thunder, but I sent peace. You expected a door to burst open, but I turned a heart. You expected everything at once, but I began with one step. You expected a loud announcement, but I gave you a quiet confirmation. You expected the full answer, but I gave you the first instruction. You expected me to remove every obstacle immediately, but I started by strengthening you inwardly so you could walk through what used to intimidate you. This is why you must stay awake in your spirit. The answer does not always arrive in the form your imagination prepared for. Sometimes the answer comes as a pause. Sometimes it comes as a no. Sometimes it comes as a small yes that needs obedience before it expands. Sometimes it comes as a burden lifting from your heart. Sometimes it comes as a person leaving, a person returning, a truth being revealed, or an appetite for something harmful finally breaking. Sometimes I answer by giving you peace before I give you evidence, because I am teaching you to trust my presence before you trust what you can measure. My beloved child, doubt does not always deny the miracle. Sometimes doubt simply calls the miracle ordinary. It looks at the beginning of my answer and says, that is nothing. It looks at the small opening and says, that is not enough. It looks at the quiet change and says, that cannot matter. It looks at the protection and calls it rejection. It looks at the delay and calls it abandonment. It looks at the seed and refuses to believe a harvest is inside it. This is one of the ways the enemy tries to blind you. The enemy wants you to despise small beginnings, so you will walk away before the answer matures. He wants you to become offended by the way I chose to move. He wants you to say, I prayed for more than this. He wants you to become impatient with the seed, careless with the sign, and ungrateful for the first drop of rain. He knows that if you reject the beginning, you may never stand in the fullness. He knows that if he can make you mock what I started, he can tempt you to abandon what I am growing. But I am warning you because I love you. Do not walk away from what I have begun just because it still needs time. Do not uproot the seed because you are angry. It is not yet fruit. Do not close your heart to the answer because it arrived in humility. I am not limited by small things. I am not embarrassed by quiet beginnings. I can breathe on what looks little and make it multiply. I can take one conversation and redirect a life. I can take one closed door and spare you years of sorrow. I can take one moment of peace and make it the foundation for decisions that change your future. So look again, my child. Look again at what you nearly dismissed. Look again at the opportunity that came slowly. Look again at the desire that changed. Look again at the warning you felt. Look again at the door that did not open and ask me if I was protecting you. Look again at the small strength returning to your spirit. Look again at the quiet courage rising in your chest. Look again at the place where confusion is beginning to lose its grip. What you called ordinary may be carrying my fingerprints. I am teaching you to recognize me before everything becomes obvious. I am teaching you to honor my movement before others validate it. I am teaching you to protect the first sign of the promise. Do not let doubt name what only faith can discern. Do not let disappointment explain away my hand. Do not let fear make you careless with the beginning. The answer may be small right now, but it is not empty. It may be quiet right now, but it is not powerless. It may be hidden right now, but it is not absent. I am in the seed. I am in the shift. I am in the small beginning. And if you will trust me here, you will see what I have been forming all along. What you called a delay was me protecting the promise. My child, hear me with a steady heart. I was not punishing you. I was not ignoring you. I was not sitting far away while you suffered in confusion. I was watching over the answer with more wisdom than your urgency could understand. I was guarding what you prayed for from the wrong hands, the wrong timing, the wrong conditions, and even the parts of your own heart that were not yet ready to carry it. I was not denying you. I was preparing you. I was not withholding love. I was guarding your future. You saw time passing and thought, maybe God has forgotten. You saw doors remain closed and thought, maybe I am not chosen for this. You saw other people step into what you were still waiting for and thought, maybe I have missed my moment. But I am telling you now, the moment was not missed. The promise was not lost. The answer was not abandoned. I was aligning what you could not see. There were things you begged me to open that would have wounded you if I had opened them too soon. There were relationships you wanted me to bless that would have pulled your heart away from my voice. There were opportunities that looked bright on the outside but carried heaviness, confusion, pride, and compromise underneath. There were doors that appeared good, but they were not clean. There were invitations that seemed like favor, but they would have cost you peace. So I held you back. I slowed the pace. I allowed the waiting to stretch longer than you wanted because I loved you too much to let you walk into a counterfeit answer. My beloved child, not every open door is my door. Not every quick answer is my mercy. Not every person who comes close is sent by me. Not every opportunity that flatters your desire is connected to your destiny. This is why I trained your discernment in the delay. This is why I taught you to listen when peace was missing. This is why I allowed certain things to fall apart before you could build your future on them. You thought you were being rejected, but you were being rescued. You thought you were being slowed down, but you were being shielded. Some blessings are heavy, my child. They are beautiful, but they carry weight. They require wisdom. They require humility. They require obedience when emotions are loud. They require the ability to say no when pride wants to prove something. They require the strength to remain faithful after the door opens, not only while you are praying for it. If I had given you certain answers before your heart was ready, the very thing you prayed for could have become the thing that overwhelmed you. So I worked in you before I released more around you. I was teaching you patience, so the blessing would not make you reckless. I was teaching you surrender, so the promise would not become an idol. I was teaching you wisdom, so you would not confuse speed with favor. I was teaching you humility, so you could receive without boasting and carry without breaking. I was teaching you obedience so that when the answer came, you would know how to protect it, steward it, and walk with me through it. And now, my child, the small signs you are beginning to see are not disconnected from the long preparation behind you. The quiet shift in your spirit, the new peace, the closed door that no longer crushes you, the courage returning, the warning you can finally trust, the opportunity that is beginning to form slowly. These are not random pieces. They are connected to the waiting. They are connected to the prayers you thought were buried. They are connected to the hidden work I was doing when you thought nothing was happening. Do not curse the delay that protected the promise. Do not despise the season that trained your eyes. Do not be angry at the time I used to mature your heart. I know it hurt. I know it was long. I know you cried through parts of it. But delay was not denial. Delay was preparation. Delay was protection. Delay was alignment. And now, as I begin to let you see the first signs of what I have been forming, I want you to recognize it with a heart that has been made ready. Stay awake, my child. What I protected in silence, I am now teaching you to receive with faith. My child, now I must warn you. The enemy wants your eyes on what is missing. He wants your attention chained to the one place that has not changed yet. The one prayer that still feels unfinished, the one door that has not opened, the one person who has not returned, the one answer that has not become visible. He knows that if he can make you stare long enough at what is absent, you may stop noticing what I am already doing. He knows that if he can narrow your vision, he can weaken your faith. He cannot stop my hand, but he will try to distract your eyes from seeing it. Listen carefully. Doubt is not innocent when it begins to pull you away from me. Comparison is not harmless when it makes you resent the timing I chose for you. Impatience is not small when it pushes you to abandon what I told you to guard. Shame is not truth when it tells you that you are disqualified from receiving what I promised. Emotional exhaustion is real, my child, and I know you are tired, but the enemy will try to use that tiredness as a doorway. He will whisper when your heart is weary. He will accuse when your strength is low. He will try to make a temporary feeling sound like a final word. Those lies are not your identity. They are whispers sent to make you abandon your promise. When the thought says, "It is too late," that is not my voice. When the thought says, "God forgot you," that is not my voice. When the thought says, "This is not enough," that is not my voice. When the thought says, "You missed your chance," that is not my voice. When the thought says, "Nothing is changing," that is not my voice. My voice may correct you, but it will not destroy you. My voice may convict you, but it will not bury you in despair. My voice will lead you back to faith, back to obedience, back to peace, back to the place where you can see clearly again. The enemy wants you to measure my faithfulness only by what has not happened yet. He wants you to forget the strength I gave you this morning. He wants you to ignore the peace that held you when you should have fallen apart. He wants you to dismiss the closed door that protected you. He wants you to overlook the provision that came quietly, the warning that saved you, the grace that sustained you, the courage that returned little by little. He wants you to say, "Nothing is happening, while I am healing what you cannot see." He wants you to say, "I have no answer," while I am arranging pieces behind the veil. My beloved child, doubt has a way of making your world smaller. It makes you stare at the empty place until you forget the ground beneath your feet is still being held by me. It makes you count losses and ignore mercy. It makes you rehearse disappointment and forget deliverance. It makes you magnify the delay and minimize the protection. It makes you speak more about what is missing than what I have already carried you through. That is why you must guard your focus. Your attention is a spiritual place. What you keep looking at will begin to shape what you believe. Do not let the enemy train your mouth to agree with defeat. Do not let him use your own words to weaken the promise. Do not keep saying, "Nothing is changing," when I have already changed things inside you. Do not keep saying, "I am forgotten," when I have been holding you day and night. Do not keep saying, "It is over," when I have only been preparing the next step. Speak with wisdom, speak with faith, speak with reverence over what is still forming. There are promises that must be protected before they can be presented. There are answers that must be guarded in prayer before they are visible to everyone else. Guard the promise, my child. Protect it in prayer. Do not expose it to every voice. Do not hand it to people who only know how to mock what they cannot understand. Do not let bitterness sit beside it. Do not let fear water it. Bring it back to me again and again. Cover it with gratitude. Strengthen it with obedience. Watch over it with discernment. When you feel tempted to complain, begin to thank me for what you can see and what you cannot see. When you feel tempted to force the door, ask me for peace. When you feel tempted to quit, return to the last instruction I gave you and obey there. The enemy is loud, but he is not powerful over what I have blessed. He can accuse, but he cannot cancel my word. He can distract, but he cannot erase my plan. He can whisper, but he cannot remove my hand from your life. For I, the Lord your God, have not abandoned the work I began in you. I have not forgotten the prayer you placed before me. I have not misplaced your tears. I have not lost track of your season. The answer is not fragile in my hands, but your heart must remain awake while I bring it forth. So look again with faith. Look beyond what is missing. Look at what I have sustained. Look at what I have protected. Look at what I have shifted. Look at the peace that makes no sense. Look at the strength that came after the night you thought would break you. Look at the wisdom you did not have before. Look at the doors you no longer want because I changed your appetite. Look at the people I removed, the timing I slowed, the mercy I sent quietly. My fingerprints are there. Do not let doubt blind you now. Do not let comparison poison your gratitude. Do not let impatience make you reckless. Do not let shame convince you to hide from me. Come closer. Stay close. Pray over what is small. Thank me before it is obvious. Obey before others understand. Guard what I am growing in silence, because the day is coming when what was hidden will speak. The day is coming when you will understand why I told you to keep your eyes open. The day is coming when you will see that while the enemy was trying to make you stare at what was missing, I was already moving in what remained. Do not reject the door because it opens differently than you prayed. My child, listen to me carefully here. This is where many hearts become confused. This is where many answers are missed, not because I did not send them, but because they did not arrive wearing the form you expected. You prayed with a picture in your mind. You imagined a certain person, a certain path, a certain timing, a certain kind of confirmation. But I am not bound to the picture your fear created. I am not limited to the route your understanding prefers. I am God, and I know how to bring my answer through a door you did not even know existed. Sometimes I answer through unexpected people. Sometimes I send help through someone you would not have chosen. Sometimes I use a conversation that feels uncomfortable to reveal what you need to see. Sometimes I give an instruction that does not flatter your pride. Sometimes I move you away from what you wanted so I can bring you into what is actually connected to your destiny. Do not reject me because my hand comes through unfamiliar packaging. Do not ignore my voice because it does not sound like your plan. Do not despise the door just because it does not open from the side you were watching. My beloved child, be careful when you say, "Lord, answer me," but then demand that I answer only in the way you already decided. That is not surrender. That is control wearing the language of faith. Control can pray loudly. Control can use spiritual words. Control can say, "I am believing God," while secretly refusing every answer that requires humility, patience, change, or obedience. I am not saying this to wound you. I am saying this to free you. Faith trusts my character, even when my method surprises you. Faith says, "Lord, if this is you, teach me to recognize you." Faith does not worship the picture. Faith follows my presence. This is why you must test the door with prayer, not panic. You do not have to rush in blindly. You do not have to be afraid of discernment. Come to me, ask me, listen for my peace. Watch the fruit. Look at what the opportunity produces in your spirit. Does it draw you closer to me, or does it pull you into confusion, compromise, pride, and fear? Does it require obedience, or does it require you to abandon what I already told you? Does it carry peace, even if it stretches you? Does it agree with my character, my holiness, my wisdom, my love, my child? Compare the door with who I am, not merely with what you expected. Some of you are standing before a door right now, and because it does not look like the one you prayed for, you are calling it nothing. But I am telling you, look again, pray again, listen again. The answer may be hidden inside an instruction you did not want. The breakthrough may begin with an apology you have been avoiding. The restoration may begin with a boundary you are afraid to set. The provision may begin with a small step that feels beneath you. The healing may begin with releasing someone you wanted me to change. The open door may first look like a closed door, because I am shutting what would have stolen your future. Remember Joseph. The pit did not look like the promise. The betrayal did not look like the dream. The prison did not look like promotion. But I was still working. The road looked wrong to human eyes, but my hand was carrying him toward the very place where the dream would speak. Remember, David, the waiting did not cancel the anointing. The caves did not erase the oil. The years of being overlooked did not mean I had changed my mind. What I spoke over him was still alive while he waited in places that looked nothing like a throne. My child, do not judge the promise by the doorway it uses. And remember this, closed doors can protect destiny. I have shut doors you cried over because I saw what stood behind them. I have interrupted plans you loved because I knew what they would cost you. I have allowed disappointment to move you away from danger you could not recognize. You called it rejection, but I called it rescue. You called it loss, but I called it mercy. You called it confusion, but I was clearing the path. If you keep demanding that I reopen what I lovingly closed, you may miss the new door I am opening with peace. Do not wait for me to explain the whole plan before you obey the next instruction. I will give you light for the step. I will give you peace for the moment. I will give you wisdom as you walk. Many of my children delay obedience because they want the entire road revealed first. But trust does not require full visibility. Trust requires a surrendered yes. Take the next small step. Make the call I have been pressing on your heart. Release what I told you to release. Stop returning to what I delivered you from. Say yes to the instruction that carries peace, even if it stretches your comfort. I am not trying to trick you. I am leading you. I am not hiding the answer to torment you. I am teaching your heart to walk with me. The door may be different, but if my peace is there, if my fruit is there, if my character is reflected there, do not reject it because it humbles your expectations. Your imagination is not your savior. Your plan is not your covering. I am. Follow me, my child. Follow my hand. Follow my peace. Follow the quiet instruction. The answer you prayed for may already be moving toward you, but it is coming through a door only obedience will recognize. Your heart must become quiet enough to recognize my hand. My child, after I have warned you about the door, after I have shown you that the answer may come differently than you prayed, now I am calling you inward. Come closer. Be still before me. Let the noise settle. Let the fear stop speaking for a moment. Let the disappointment loosen its grip. Let the questions bow before my presence. A heart filled with anxiety can miss the whisper of my guidance. A heart filled with bitterness can misread mercy as rejection. A heart filled with fear can look straight at my movement and call it danger because it has been wounded before. I am not asking you to pretend you are not tired. I am not asking you to deny the pain. I saw what happened. I saw what disappointed you. I saw the hope that rose and then felt crushed. I saw the prayers you prayed with trembling faith. I saw the moments when you said, "Lord, I do not understand." But my beloved child, do not let old pain become the voice that interprets your future. Do not let what hurt you become louder than what I am saying now. Do not let yesterday's wound decide whether today's answer is safe. Listen to me carefully. I am not confusing you. I am leading you. I am not playing with your heart. I am healing it. I am not bringing you close to an answer so I can embarrass you. I am teaching you to discern my peace. I am not asking you to understand everything before you trust me. I am asking you to trust me enough to take the next step while I continue revealing what you need to know. You want the whole map, but I am giving you my hand. You want every explanation, but I am giving you my presence. You want to know how everything will unfold, but I am asking you to walk with me today. So, quiet your heart before you react. Pause before you answer. Pray before you decide. Do not let panic make decisions that prayer was meant to guide. Do not let anger send the message. Do not let fear close the door. Do not let disappointment make you suspicious of every good thing I send. Bring your reaction to me first. Bring your fear to me first. Bring your questions to me first. I can handle what is trembling inside you, but you must stop letting what trembles inside you rule over what I have spoken. Stop replaying the old pain as though rehearsing it will protect you. It will not protect you. It will exhaust you. It will train your heart to expect betrayal where I am sending healing. It will make you search for danger even when I am sending peace. Give me the memory. Give me the offense. Give me the bitterness you have called wisdom. Give me the guarded place you have called discernment. True discernment is not fear with spiritual language. True discernment is a surrendered heart listening for my voice. Ask me to purify your motives. Ask me to cleanse your desire. Ask me to remove pride from your expectation, fear from your waiting, and control from your prayers. Say to me, Lord, make my heart quiet enough to recognize you. Make my spirit tender enough to obey you. Make my eyes clear enough to see what you are doing. I will answer that prayer. I will steady you. I will teach you. I will separate my voice from the noise. My child, you do not have to be afraid that you will miss me if your heart is surrendered. I know how to make my answer recognizable. I know how to confirm what I am sending. I know how to give peace where confusion has been loud. Your part is to stay close. Stay humble. Stay prayerful. Stay yielded. A fearful heart overlooks what a quiet heart can discern. A surrendered heart notices my fingerprints. And as you become still before me, you will begin to see that I was not far away. I was guiding you gently, patiently, faithfully, one quiet step at a time. My child, the answer is closer than your feelings are telling you. Do not let the trembling inside you become the measure of what I am doing around you. Do not let a tired heart decide that nothing is moving. Do not let one quiet day convince you that heaven is silent. There are things I am arranging that your eyes cannot yet trace. There are conversations being prepared, timing being aligned, favor being stirred, provision being positioned, healing being released, and restoration being woven together behind the scenes. You feel like you are standing still, but I am not standing still. You feel like nothing has changed, but I am changing what you cannot see. Listen to me carefully. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not abandoned. You are not too late for what I promised. The enemy wants you to measure your life by the calendar, by the delay, by who went ahead of you, by what still looks unfinished. But I do not move according to the pressure of comparison. I move according to my wisdom, my love, my perfect timing, and my eternal plan for you. What I have spoken over your life has not expired because you had a hard season. What I promised has not died because you cried while waiting. What I am sending has not been canceled because your feelings became weary. I know your emotions have been loud. I know some mornings you wake up with faith, and by evening your heart is fighting fear again. I know you have tried to believe while carrying questions you were afraid to say out loud. I know you have looked for signs, looked for movement, looked for evidence that I heard you. But my beloved child, your feelings are not always faithful witnesses. They can tell you that you are alone while I am holding you. They can tell you that nothing is happening while I am arranging the next step. They can tell you that the door will never open while my hand is already turning the key. A shift is nearer than you think. Peace is coming into places where panic used to rule. Clarity is coming into places where confusion clouded your mind. Open doors are forming where resistance has stood for a long time. Strength is being restored where weariness made you feel empty. I am breathing again on the places that felt dry. I am touching the part of your heart that became afraid to hope. I am lifting the heaviness that made simple obedience feel impossible. I am teaching you to breathe again, trust again, pray again, believe again, begin again. Do not despise the first signs of peace. Do not overlook the small return of courage. Do not ignore the quiet desire to move forward. These are not small things to me. That peace you feel for one moment after many days of panic is a sign of my hand. That clarity that comes suddenly after confusion is a sign of my mercy. That open conversation, that unexpected help, that softened heart, that new idea, that strength to get up again, that is not random. I am drawing the answer closer. I am letting you feel the edge of what I have been forming. But hear me, my child, the answer may still require your participation. Faith is not passive when I call you to move. There will be moments when you must have courage to say yes, courage to wait, courage to leave, courage to forgive, courage to begin again, courage to release what you wanted so you can receive what I am sending, courage to stop standing outside a door I have already opened, courage to stop knocking on a door I have already closed, courage to obey when your emotions are still catching up to my instruction. Do not wait until fear disappears before you obey me. Bring the fear with you, but do not let it lead. Do not wait until every question is answered before you take the step I have made clear. Bring the questions to me, but do not let them become chains. Do not wait until others understand before you follow my peace. Some obedience will only make sense after you move. Some answers will only become clear after you say yes. Some strength will only come while you are walking, not while you are standing still demanding certainty. I am not asking you to force what I have not blessed. I am not asking you to run ahead of me. I am asking you to stay awake, to notice, to believe, and to obey. Notice what I am showing you. Notice where peace is returning. Notice what no longer has the power to pull you backward. Notice the door that keeps opening with grace. Notice the conviction that keeps returning gently. Notice the person I am using. Notice the provision that came in a way you did not expect. Notice the healing that began quietly, without applause, without announcement, without the dramatic sign you thought you needed. Refuse to let doubt narrate this season. Refuse to let fear explain what only faith can understand. Refuse to call my preparation abandonment. Refuse to call my protection rejection. Refuse to call my timing lateness. Your feelings may say, it is too far away, but I say, keep walking. Your feelings may say, it is over, but I say, look again. Your feelings may say, you are forgotten, but I say, you are mine. Your feelings may say, nothing is changing, but I say, I am making all things work together in ways you will soon recognize. My child, trust my movement more than your emotional evidence. Trust my hand more than the heaviness. Trust my word more than the weariness. I am closer than the silence made you feel. The answer is nearer than doubt has been telling you. The shift is already beginning in places too quiet for fear to understand. Stay close to me. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart surrendered. Believe, notice, obey, and do not let doubt steal the meaning of what I am doing. I am guiding you gently, and what I have been preparing is coming closer with every faithful step. Say yes before doubt talks you out of the blessing. My child, this is the moment where your mouth must agree with faith before fear builds another argument. Do not wait until every feeling is settled before you declare what is true. Do not wait until the answer is fully visible before you honor my hand. Do not wait until doubt becomes quiet before you speak. Speak now, declare now, choose now. Faith must rise before doubt takes control of your interpretation. Say with your heart, I will not miss what God is doing. I will not call my answer ordinary. I will not surrender my promise to doubt. Say it again until your spirit remembers who is leading you. I will not miss what God is doing. I will not call my answer ordinary. I will not surrender my promise to doubt. My beloved child, your words matter in this season. Your agreement matters. Your focus matters. Your yes matters. The enemy has tried to train your tongue to speak fear, but I am teaching your mouth to speak faith. Do not say, "Nothing is happening," when I have already begun. Do not say, "This is too small," when I may be hiding greatness inside a small beginning. Do not say, "This cannot be God," simply because it did not arrive the way you imagined. Do not say, "I am too late," when my timing is still carrying you. Speak life over the door. Speak faith over the decision. Speak surrender over the situation. Speak peace over the unanswered question. Speak trust over the person you have been placing before me. Speak obedience before your fear finishes its speech. Right now, as an act of agreement, write these words. I will recognize my answered prayer. Do not write them as empty words. Write them as a seed. Write them as a declaration. Write them as a refusal to let doubt blind you. Write them because your heart is saying, "Lord, open my eyes." Write them because you are choosing to stay awake. Write them because you are no longer willing to despise what I am sending just because it does not look dramatic. I will recognize my answered prayer. And if there is a prayer need weighing on your heart, bring it into the light. Leave it there so others can stand with you in faith. You do not have to carry every burden in silence. There are brothers and sisters who can pray with you, believe with you, and agree with you while you wait, while you discern, while you take the next obedient step. Do not be ashamed of needing prayer. Do not be ashamed of still having questions. I see the place where your heart trembles, and I am meeting you there. Now, renounce the voice of doubt, renounce fear, renounce comparison, renounce impatience. Renounce every lie that has made you suspicious of. My goodness, renounce the thought that says, "I am withholding because I do not care." Renounce the thought that says your waiting has been wasted. Renounce the thought that says someone else's blessing means, "I have forgotten yours." Renounce the thought that says you must force the door, manipulate the outcome, or protect yourself by refusing to hope. My child, place it before me now. Place the situation before me. Place the person before me. Place the door before me. Place the decision before me. Place the unanswered question before me. Place the small beginning before me. Place the fear that keeps returning before me. Place the hope you are afraid to admit you still have before me. I am not asking you to pretend. I am asking you to surrender. I am not asking you to perform faith. I am asking you to give me the part of your heart that has been fighting to trust again. Say yes to me before doubt says no for you. Say yes to my timing. Say yes to my wisdom. Say yes to my way. Say yes to the instruction that carries peace. Say yes to the door I am opening. Say yes to the healing I am beginning. Say yes to the answer I am forming. And even if your voice shakes, let your faith speak. I am with you. I am guiding you. I am moving closer with every surrendered step. Now pray with me, my child. Do not rush through this. Do not let this moment pass like it is ordinary. Place your hand over your heart if you can, and let your spirit become still before me. Say, "Lord, open my eyes to the answer you are sending. Sharpen my discernment. Silence every voice of doubt. Remove the fog from my mind. Remove the fear from my heart. Remove the impatience from my waiting. Teach me to recognize your hand, even when your answer begins small. Teach me to honor the seed before it becomes a harvest. Teach me to see the door before fear talks me away from it. Lord, expose every counterfeit answer. Expose every door that looks good but is not from you. Expose every opportunity that feeds my pride but weakens my spirit. Expose every connection that pulls me away from obedience. Expose every voice that sounds wise but does not carry your peace. Do not let me be deceived by what is loud, impressive, familiar, or easy. Confirm what is truly from you. Confirm it with peace. Confirm it with fruit. Confirm it with wisdom. Confirm it with alignment. Confirm it in the quiet place where my soul knows you are speaking. Protect the answer you are sending me. Protect it from my fear. Protect it from my overthinking. Protect it from delay fatigue. Protect it from wrong counsel. Protect it from comparison. Protect it from distraction. Protect it from the enemy's lies. Protect it from the part of me that wants to run back to what is familiar because faith feels uncomfortable. Lord, teach me to guard the promise in prayer. Teach me to cover the small beginning with trust. Teach me not to speak death over what you are still forming. Teach me not to expose holy things to voices that cannot honor what you are doing. I declare over you now, my beloved child, restoration is not far from you. Peace is returning to your heart. Clarity is coming to your mind. Obedience is rising in your spirit. Divine timing is covering your steps. I am touching your family. I am moving in your finances. I am working in your relationships. I am healing what has been wounded. I am strengthening what has been weak. I am breathing over your purpose again. What felt scattered is coming under my order. What felt delayed is coming under my timing. What felt impossible is coming under my authority. You will not be led by panic. You will not be ruled by disappointment. You will not be blinded by doubt. You will not reject my answer because it arrives quietly. You will not despise the small beginning. You will not call my protection rejection. You will not call my timing lateness. You will not call my mercy loss. I am teaching you to see. I am teaching you to hear. I am teaching you to trust. I am making your heart steady enough to receive what your prayers have been asking for. And now, if this word has met you in your waiting, do not leave without marking this moment. Like this video as an act of agreement, not for attention, but as a small witness that your faith is rising again. Subscribe if you need prayer, encouragement, and words that help you stay close to me in seasons where your heart feels tired. Share this with someone who is afraid they have missed my answer. Send it to the one who has been staring at what is missing and cannot yet see what I am already doing. Let this be a seed of faith in their heart. Leave your prayer request in the comments. Bring it into the light, let others agree with you, and write these words again if your spirit is ready. I will recognize my answered prayer. Write them with faith. Write them with surrender. Write them as a declaration that doubt will not define this season anymore. My child, listen to me one final time. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not too late. I have heard you. I have seen you. I have been moving in ways you could not understand. Keep your heart close to me. Keep your eyes open. Keep your yes surrendered. The answer I am sending will not be stolen by fear when you walk with me, my child. You will not miss what I have prepared for you. I will guide you. I will confirm it. I will open your eyes.